Wright of Spartanburg County that that suspect is reportedly barricaded inside a home. Sheriff Wright says they do have the home surrounded. They're working to negotiate with that suspect, bring them out of the home and take them into custody. And we're hoping to hear from Sheriff Wright in just a few minutes or so. I'm going to step out of the way, show you what things look like right now on Asheville Highway. You can see law enforcement are still in the area right here. Cleveland Park Drive is blocked off to regular traffic. You can see some law enforcement officials there right now, and we do have some live Sky 4 video right now that we're going to show you. Take a look at this. Officials say the shooting first happened around 2:30 near Cleveland Park. Spartanburg Water again says 2 of its employees were shot while employees were working on a sewer main repair. Officials say a person walked up to them, reportedly asked what they were doing, and then officials say that's when that person started shooting. A sheriff's deputy was also reportedly shot. Sheriff Chuck Wright does assure us and continue to assure us that that deputy is going to be okay. I talked to him just a little while ago. He says the deputy will be okay. Again, we're hoping to hear from the sheriff in just a few minutes or so. We'll continue to keep you updated as we work to learn the conditions of those victims and learn more about the suspect. For now, we are live in Spartanburg County. Kylie Jones, WYFF News 4.
Are you called in? Mm-hmm. Okay, well mine isn't going through. This will be fun. Here we go. Here we go, here we go.
You guys ready?
Sure, I'm good.
Ready. All right.
Squat down, you gotta get the shot.
Okay, let me just kneel here.
Good?
Yeah, you can just look up at her though.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming out today. We have had a shooting that happened here just off of Howard Street. We were responding to the city asking us to come and help. We really don't know what triggered anything or what happened before we got there. Our officers got here. There was a gunfire exchange. One of our deputies was hit. Praise God that he was hit in the arm and no other vitals. And I just was up there with him a little while ago, and he's going to be okay. The doctor said he's going to be fine. Everybody that can pray, just start doing that for me, okay? Major Art Littlejohn literally tore one of the banisters down and threw our deputy in the car and got him to the hospital. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate the teamwork that we share here in the city and everywhere around. I mean, it's just cops doing what cops do. I know that the situation at the house is over. I don't know what the status of anybody is, and I want to let some people that is not close to the case make some of those comments. Sheriff Hobart Lewis has been asked by Chief Kill and myself if he would investigate all this, and the answer is of course. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know what to tell you. It's a terrible phone call when you get the phone calls and you say, hey, you got a deputy that's been shot, and you know it takes you 30-40 minutes to find out if he's going to make it or not. But thank God everybody's going to be fine. The deputy is. We know there were other people in the house. We literally just secured the scene, so I don't know any more details than I might add. So Major Art Littlejohn obviously is here to speak for whatever the city needs to speak to, but I want to publicly thank him personally for doing what he did. He put himself in harm's way to help our man, and I just can't. I don't know what. Think he's not good enough.
Sheriff, do we know anything about the suspect?
No, we don't. I mean, we knew who he is. We know who he is. Don't know what started it. I mean, it's a crazy thing, but we just don't know what started it. I mean, and to be honest with you, there's nothing that could have been done. I know there were some waterwork people there first. There was nothing they could have done to cause this or to make somebody do this. So
were these waterwork people on the house's property, or how close were they to the house?
I think they were there at that house, and I don't know. I really don't know why. Waterworks. They might have been telling him they were going to cut his water off for a little while to work on a pipe. I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing, but you never know.
Sheriff, would you be so kind as to what you can share with us, bring us through the timeline of what happened starting at 3 and what brings us here today?
We were getting ready. The sheriff's office was getting ready to do a SWAT hit on something else. We had a lot of deputies that were right there into the squad room getting debriefed about what we were going to do. Call come out from the city to help. Everybody obviously bails out and goes help. When we get there, that's when everything transpired with the shootings.
How many hostages, or I guess I shouldn't say hostages, how many people are inside of this home? Do we know?
I can't confirm. I don't know. I don't know yet.
Do we know if they're okay?
I don't know any more details than that.
Tell me about the shooting, Sheriff. What do we know at this point?
We know that we had our deputy that got shot was on scene, and two of the other deputies that were there to help. The two other deputies returned fire, and what they hit, we don't know yet. We'll figure that out. But like I say, Art grabs our guy and gets him to the hospital. And I'm telling you, that's the reason why he's still with us today. So, about all I know.
What is the condition of the other two people, the people working for
I
the
don't
water
know.
treatment?
Don't know. I don't know yet.
Commissioner, can you
don't know.
talk a little bit about what your day has been like and what it was like to help this officer in need?
What we know is that we did respond there. We responded, and there were two people shot. Was the initial call that came in. They were transported to the hospital. I think their injuries are non-life-threatening. And then we went because we thought someone may have been still inside the home that was hurt, and that was the reason why we wanted to get in. And during that time, shots were fired, and of course, shots were returned, and that's kind of where we are now.
Now, those two people in the hospital, they were water workers for Spartanburg?
That's what I believe. I can't confirm that, but that's what I believe.
What is the condition of the suspect right now?
I don't know. We haven't been able to confirm that yet.
Major, the sheriff just thanked you repeatedly for helping this man out. Talk about what you had to do to get him out of the line of fire and get him to the hospital.
Well, the thing about it is we know each other. We've been working together for many years, and so we're friends. And so I wasn't thinking that it was a sheriff deputy. I was just thinking it was someone else that I knew, and I need to get him into safety.
As you can tell, he's big enough to break those things down, thank the Lord.
When was the last time any of your departments responded to a shooting with this many people involved? 3 people that we know so
Can't
far.
remember. It's been a long, long time, if ever.
Do you have a message to the community here, folks who live in this neighborhood who are seeing all this law enforcement here?
Yeah, we have everything under control, and we're working together seamlessly to make sure that everything's good. And I don't think there's any more threat to the community.
Did people have to
Sheriff
be
Lewis,
evacuated
can
from
you
their
comment
homes?
on what your department's been doing?
Hang on a second. What?
Did people have to be evacuated from their homes briefly who live by
I
there?
think we did it as a precaution just in case. Sir, you had something for Sheriff Lewis?
Sheriff, talk about Greenville County's response to help out your fellow officers and the investigation forthcoming.
We just staged up some tactical officers to come up here. We knew it was probably going to be a long afternoon for them. So we just wanted to be up here to give them a chance to kind of relieve some deputies that may have been on scene for a while. So as that information kind of transpired, and I met with Sheriff Wright, obviously Major Littlejohn, the situation found some resolve, and people were transported, and Sheriff Wright talked to Chief Keel at SLED. They discussed it, and they determined what they felt like would be needed, and asked us to work it. Now, that hadn't really begun yet, to be quite honest. There'll be investigators that will be arriving here, and Officer Professional Standards and homicide investigators. And there's still a pretty active scene down there. A lot of things have to be picked up and collected, and there's still a lot of folks down there. So the investigation on that part is just beginning, but we'll certainly work hand in hand with them. And it's although it was a long day and it's a lot of things involved, it's I think the conclusion of it should come pretty quick.
Sheriff Wright, you mentioned it before, but just for clarification so no one's confused, can you just verify again, where was the first shot fired? Was it in the park? Was it at the home?
We're not sure yet. We're just not sure. And the reason I want to let the community know, the reason why we were asking Sheriff Hobart Lewis to come and do this, the city was involved, the county was involved, and SLED was involved. And we want to be transparent. That's the whole ticket here. And I have, he'll say it. If something's not right, he'll say it. But, he'll give you the facts of the case when he can get them.
Any connection from the suspect to the home that he was in?
It's too preliminary. We just don't know. I mean, I'd really like to answer a lot more of your questions, but I don't know any more that we can answer.
All three of your departments have responded to quite a few shootings in even the last couple of weeks. Is this an increase compared to previous years already that you've noticed an uptick in shootings in general?
I'd have to look at the numbers, but it does seem like there's been more this year, and I can't give you an answer why. I do know this, and I want the community to know this. It doesn't make no difference what color your badge is, what they look like. We're here to help you, and we're going to team up together to help each other, and that's just what we're about. So we are going to continue to give you the best police service. It don't matter if you're in Greenville, Cherokee, Union, Lawrence, Spartanburg City, no matter. We are your good guys. Let us help you. So
what's next with the suspect and the people inside of this home?
just the investigation starts with Hobart's team. We'll get everybody out of the way and let them do what they do.
For the people who live in this area, how long can they expect? Obviously, a lot of...
I have no answers for that. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you, but I don't have any answers.
Can some of them return home, though, if they left the area?
I think Art's team is gonna take care of all that.
I think what we'll be able to do, we had a perimeter set up, and at some point, the people that should be able to go back as long as they don't contaminate the crime scene.
Can we confirm the status of the suspect is this time?
No, just can't. Not yet. I know he'll have his PIO, and I'll have my PIO, and probably his as well. We'll put it all out and let you know as soon as we can confirm something. Okay?
Sheriff Wright, one last question for both of you, actually. Here lately, we've seen kind of an uptick in shootings, things happening in both counties. Obviously, this today is something no one wants to see. What do you guys have to say about that as far as, is it summertime, is it hot, or people just...
There's no excuse ever for somebody to be violent for no reason. I think I've been very open about the gun carry and the gun stuff. The only time you ought to be able to use a weapon against somebody is if you're trying to save your life, and that's it. Save your or your family's life. There is no excuse for getting mad and taking someone else's life or even hurting them. So I know that's what his answer is going to be, because that's just the way we all three feel. We have no problem with guns. We have a problem with how they're used. So I think that's enough. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Let me know when it's down.
Okay, it's on now. Here we go. Kevin's walking up to it. He'll get it in just a sec. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, check, check, check. Taggart Houck here, WIFF News 4. Check, 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 1, 2, 3. We are standing here at Clemson University. A lot to tell you about today as far as the endorsements are concerned. Check, 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 1, 2, 3. Check, 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 1, 2, 3. Thank you. You stand this way. I know I'm a little bit shorter than Alan, but vertically challenged. Not much though, just a little bit. Breeze feels good though. Ooh, man. Yeah, essentially college student athletes now able to make money off their name. We're seeing a lot of these endorsements on social media as institutions are educating on what they can and can't do. We're now working with them about what they can and can't do. Yeah, any college athlete now with a chance to make some money off their name. A lot of these endorsements we notice come from social. 1 minute out, okay. Yeah, any college athlete now able to make money off of their name. A lot of these endorsements we notice are coming from social media as institutions are working to educate on the do's and don'ts. All nines. 30, okay. Yeah, now any college athlete able to make money off of their name. We notice a lot of these endorsements are coming from social media as institutions are working to educate on the do's and don'ts.